All right, so here are the long-term goals of LSI. To systemize operations and eliminate COPE. To build responsible leaders that can apply extreme ownership to their areas of responsibility. To expand the number of clients, the production, and the revenue of LSI, facilitating more resources for clients, personnel, and executives. To double production by the end of 2022. To implement training facilities for our employees to be the best in the business. So with all that, welcome to LSI. We're happy to have you here. It takes every position in the organization in order to make these things a reality. So what I'm looking at for LSI over the next several years is continuing to nearly or doubling in expansion every year. Happy employees, clients, vendors, whoever we can make happy, we want to make happy. We want people excited about LSI and wanting to work with LSI. So if we deliver a high standard of product and we're consistent with it every time, that's going to happen. Appreciate you being here and being a part of that. So more on the long-term goals of LSI, specifically systemizing operations for efficiency and eliminating COPE. We're implementing an organization chart into the company. These are each different divisions of the company. They're different colors because they're different areas of responsibility that the one above it can take ownership of. So if you go from the top is me, my responsibility is the entire org. Then we have a few executives here in charge of different sections or different, they handle multiple divisions. I'll just read off the divisions really quick. So executive division, that's for the executives of the company, legal, the office of the CEO, those types of things. Establishment division is human resources, communications, and then there's inspections and reports in there. Registration division, promotion, publications, and Department of Sales. That's where we're going to go get work. The accounting division speaks for itself. Operations division, this is where the majority of the activity happens. All of our agents and guards are in this area, and this is what makes the org go. This is where our product flows from for the organization. Quality control division, and then public activity division. Quality control just makes sure operations is happening as it should and correcting things as needed. Public activities division is reaching out and making our services well known so we can get new clients and expand. If you're with LSI, you fall somewhere on this org chart. Whether you're in the operations division or you're doing sales, what have you, you're gonna fall on here somewhere. Everything in the org chart lends to the valuable final product, which we call the VFP, which is safe clients and their interests through high quality security solutions. Everyone in the organization lends to that, and you have the support of the entire org chart in making that happen. Implementing this is what's going to create expansion. So our biggest challenge to expansion we've been in COPE for a long time, meaning too much work, not enough guys, and we're scrambling on schedules and that kind of thing. We've pretty much settled that out. And things are running pretty efficiently. In our logo, it says effectiveness through efficiency. So we need to be efficient to be effective. And the more that we can do that and put these systems in place, the more we're going to grow. So that is the intent as far as that goes. More on responsibility. So I'm going to steal this from a manager that we had for quite a while that did a great job. There are owners, renters, and squatters in any organization. Your squatter is the guy that shows up late, leaves early, does the bare minimum amount of work, and it's not quite an exchangeable product, right? It's just enough barely to get by. You have renters who do show up on time. They complete the job until it's done, and they do satisfactory work. Whatever the standard is, they'll hit that. Then you have owners. These guys take complete ownership of their area of responsibility, whether it be a shift or a department or a division or the whole organization, and they overproduce. They give a higher than expected product. It's theirs, they own it, they take pride in what comes out of there. So we are looking for owners at every position of the company. So as far as responsibility, if someone's in charge of some position or even within a division, some area of the organization, we want them to own it like it's their own, not just show up and kick their feet up on the desk and drink coffee. We want them to overdo the job, find gaps and shortfalls and fill those things. Always looking for work and solving problems. That's how we mentor our team. That's how we attempt to build our team. And those are the people that we're looking for to be a part of the team. So as far as what's expected of you as working for LSI is the best job you can possibly do and continually creating on that to make it better. LSI standards for me are above and beyond, right? What is the expected level of service? We are going to do more than that. Whether it's, you're supposed to sit in a command post and watch cameras. Good, well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna notice things that are wrong and write reports on that kind of thing. I'm gonna do rounds more often than I need to, rather than just the bare minimum of every hour or 2 hours. As a manager, I'm gonna call my guys on the weekends and make sure they're doing okay, and go out of my way to make sure everyone's happy, everyone's getting what they need, delivering what they need, and getting where they need to be, and helping the company do the same. So moreover, on employees' standards of service that they're providing, in maintaining a high level of service, it's from your demeanor, your speech, how you present yourself. It is a number of things, and that's expected to be at the top of the chart. Some accounts you can get away with things on. We don't want to get away with anything because we can. We want to maintain the highest standard of service. For example, corporate professional is a pretty high standard of service if you're working for a major corporation. We want to do that for all of our clients. If it's not required or appreciated, it's probably a client that we don't want. So I want to talk about a training facility we're beginning to put together. We're hoping to have it open and operational by the end of the year. I'm having continuous meetings lately about this, but what we want from this is to maintain and elevate the standard of training of our agents. So for people working for LSI, it's going to be very accessible. It will be a way for guys to keep up their permits and do continuing education and training for that so they can keep them active, but also to elevate their background and experience through training and keep them up to speed. All of these things, whether firearms or hand-to-hand or edged weapons or even just dealing with people, are perishable skill sets. If you don't exercise the muscle, it atrophies, right? So this is a way to make us the best standard of service that's out there. There will be ancillary services. We'll handle other public, such as civilians, military, and law enforcement with this setup. That's all I'm going to say about it for now, but it is a training facility that has already been very successful, and we're going to expand on that with a new location through some partnerships. But it is actually a great opportunity. The counterpart has used this to build his security company, where he had clients go through and say, good, no one else can do my security. You have to do it, based on seeing what they saw there, and his guys going through that type of training. So more on that later. It'll be a recruitment pool. It'll be a maintaining standards and elevating them with guys we already have. And we'll also be able to work with other companies, and their teams can come through there. So it'll be a separate entity that is doing its own work, but it's going to be
literally like Div 1, Div 5, Div 6, Div 4.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be an additional source of income for you, because you're going to also be training civilians. It basically will expand your whole org to do that.
Yeah. So that's the intention, exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's good.
It's great.
So if you're on this org chart, it is an honor and a pleasure to have you here. I'm happy to have everyone. I feel very fortunate to have our executive strata and management strata in this company. Everybody is supremely capable of building what we want to build with LSI, and it's an honor to have you here. So welcome.